Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Rebecca and I am here today with my journal to look at a tarot thing that's happening in my life right now more in detail, and I thought I'd bring you all with me. I have a new stalker card. At least it's a stalker card right now, and I want to know what the fuck it's about. Hence why we're here. I thought it would be fun to bring you with me on this process while I pull some cards and see if I can figure out something of what's going on with this. And we're going to start here in my signs and symbols spread. So first of all, this is a spread I added last minute in my Adding More January Spreads video. It's linked up above in the cards, and I love it. This is a place where I can just come and make note of something going on that seems noteworthy. So on the first, I pulled my monthly pull for my patrons, and there was the my new stalker card. There was the Page of Pentacles. And then I pulled it again on the second. So on the first it got pulled, I pulled it once, and then it got pulled for me in my live reading that I get as a member of Lisa Popez's, linked up above in the cards, YouTube channel. So that was twice on the first, and then I pulled it again on the second, and then again on the third, and then again yesterday. It is, and I'm pretty sure it came up on the fourth too, but I don't remember in what context. But it's coming up all over the place, and it's driving me bananas. So I thought it would be really fun to sit down and try and figure it out and together. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we shall look at a few layers, and I'm probably just going to scribble some notes. It's probably going to be very messy, but it's real life of how I might explore and figure this out. So let's just get on with it. I have my Dream Visions Tarot, which I did do a first impressions of, which is coming out. So I guess you'll see this video first. Oh well. So first thing I want to do, why are you stalking me? Page of Pentacles. Edition. There. So we got a little bit of a title. I've got my colors from the month. So I'm just going to just give this some color. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is I want to shuffle this and then find the Page of Pentacles and see what's in front of it and what's like behind it. So let me just tuck this slightly out of the way. Look at that pretty gilding. So, spoilers, I love this deck. And I've been working with it. I've been using it every day since I got it, and I love it even more. Woo! Oh boy, let's try that one again. So we're just trying to look at the Page of Pentacles, see why it is stalking me. Now, I will share that I know part of the message because it came up in my reading where the Page of Pentacles, sometimes the Page of Pentacles in reversed especially, can be like, or maybe it wasn't in reverse, can be like trying too hard. And I know that's something that I have trouble with. So, nope. No, I don't want to do that. I want to, let's do this. Okay. Shuffled. Let's take it. Can't make this up. Right fucking there. I don't even get to look to find where it is because I shuffled this deck and you guys saw I shuffled this deck. I almost shifted it and I was like, no, I don't want to do that. And I gave it a quick shuffle. And there it fucking is. Okay. So I don't get to see where I'm going with this, but I do get to see what's behind it. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to take a couple of quick notes and we will be right back. I'm pausing my my notes for a second because I want to see what was going on last year. So the Page of Pentacles I pulled 4 times last year, so not particularly noteworthy. Interesting. Alrighty. Back to just writing my notes. Okay, so I made a note at the top to say, looking at above and below deck shuffle, that should be enough to jog my brain to know what I was doing at this point. Because I'm also going to try some other things to see if we can't figure some of this out. I did want to draw a little bit, so I tried to draw like this kind of a view. It's not bad. I like it, and it also kind of looks like fingers pinching. So I'm fine with that. So that previous message is kind of ringing in my head right now. That whole, sometimes the Page of Pentacles in certain contexts can be trying too hard. And that is something that I definitely do. I have a personality where I want everybody to like me. I have trouble accepting the fact that not everybody will like me. I get so excited and so exuberant for things. I've often been told I'm trying too hard, and it's off-putting. And so I feel like, looking at these cards, I feel like this Ten of Pentacles is saying, what's behind the trying too hard? Well, this idea. Okay, so the part that's behind it, and I apologize if that edit and jump cut was choppy. My kid needed something, so, like, what can you do? The Ten of Pentacles is the idea of, like, family, fulfillment, legacy, all of these kinds of things. But it's, like, fulfillment and success on the earthly realm. And so it's like I'm trying so hard because I have this idea that I'm trying to obtain, and there's a part of my brain that's like, the only way to get here is to try as hard as I possibly can, forgetting the fact that sometimes trying so hard is off-putting to others. It's like that part gets lost in translation. Let me just make some note of that. So this puts it in a really interesting space here, because the fact of the matter is, my family is struggling. And there is, just being open and honest, there is some definite desperation that I feel to find a way to contribute, to feel like I'm useful in my family, to be supportive to my spouse, and to bring in some things that are useful to our family that my spouse is able to provide, but I am not. Like, I want to make sure I'm providing, I'm helping. And oftentimes, just being honest with you, oftentimes when I'm feeling this kind of desperation, I do start to try really hard. I come up with ideas, but and they're great ideas, and deep down, really deep down, my intentions are still good and they're still there. There's also, though, a layer of intention above that that's like me trying to get to here. And I'm sure people can sense that, and if you guys can, I'm sorry, that's not what things are hard, and I don't do well all the time, and this is one of those times. So anyways, that's kind of what I'm getting here, and I just wrote for myself, what are your intentions when you do things? I feel like that's an important thing to remember. And another layer that I feel like is really important to remember, that is my key word. My word of the year this year is surrender. It's all about letting go. And in fact, I created a new reading, and I was testing it last night with my spouse, and the Four of Pentacles came up in reverse. And I look at the Four of Pentacles as kind of like, it's the holding on card. You're holding to something desperately. And so the opposite of that is letting go, which of course relates to surrender. A part of this message feels like I have to let go. I have to surrender and just do the things I care about, and trust that good things will come of them. So I just wrote here, surrender and let go of trying. Simply do the things you care about and trust that they will bring goodness to you. Now, another interesting thing, before I specifically try to pull some cards, is this feels like it relates to my astrological stuff. And in fact, I forgot to write down something from today. So I wrote, had a dream where discussing the bracket my North Node and Astro stuff. And I did. Last night I had a dream. It was the first time I've ever had a dream like this, where I was, it's kind of blurry now. I was discussing my North Node, and I was discussing things kind of moving over my North Node and something like that, which is really fucking funny because that's what I'm about to do with you live and in person. Well, I mean, for me, it's live and in person. So, and that was definitely a moment in my dream where it felt like a message. It felt like something important. It was the type of thing that in my moon journal, which the video of is above in the cards, I marked it and I said, I marked a check mark for like a magic. Like it was like a magical dream, right? It felt like there was messaging in there. And perhaps it relates to this because, well, the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles are both earth, because the Pentacles is earth. And I have some strong earth in my chart. I have my Venus is in Taurus, so that's a big deal. And I also have my North Node and my Descendant, which are right together in Capricorn. It feels like too much of a coincidence for me to say that here's this card, this Earth card, that's stalking the fuck out of me. So much so that I didn't even have to look for it in the deck. It just presented itself. And there was another pentacle behind it. So here's this card stalking the fuck out of me. And meanwhile, I have a North Node in Capricorn. And it just feels like too much of a coincidence. Anyways, at this point, I want to shuffle up and pull maybe a couple 3 cards. Let's just quickly write some questions. So we'll split this page by 3. 1, 2, 3. I love this book. It's got the dots to tell me thirds, so it makes it nice and easy. Okay, so what do you want to tell me? Let's start with that. Let's do this one pull at a time. So Page of Pentacles is right here. And let's say, Miss Page of Pentacles, we want to know what you want to teach me. What do you want to teach me? What are you trying to teach me? What needs to get through my thick-ass skull? What do you want to teach me? Queen of Wands. I feel like I'm about to sound cheesy AF telling you about this message, or full of myself. But perhaps that's yet another reason of proof that I need this. The Queen of Wands is gorgeous and charismatic as fuck. And, fun fact, I hope this hasn't been too blurry. Sorry if it has. She's one of my queen significators. I have 2 that I really identify with. One is the Queen of Wands, one is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Wands is charismatic. She is dynamic. She is full of inspired energy. She is beautiful and all of these things. She doesn't need to try. She just is. Without trying, she is charismatic and people are drawn to her. Without trying, she is inspired and full of passion and intuition and ideas and all of these beautiful fiery things. Fiery is like the spirit suit that's not quite the spirit suit. Like, to me, the majors is the spirit suit, but the wands, the fire, is a different part of the spirit suit because it's a very spirited suit. I'm going to just do a little doodle. I'm really enjoying doodling with my stuff lately. That's a terrible doodle, but you know, we're going to go with it. Oh, that's just horrible. Oh, well. Anyway, I wanted a doodle for the Queen of Wands. But the point is, she doesn't need to try so hard. She just needs to be herself and shine, which I'm fucking, oh my God. I swear to God, I'm not doing this on purpose, but look, I just said and shine. Here's my theme for January. Shine your light. And the wands give off light. All right. I'm going to just take a moment and write down my message. So another card I want to look at, let's look at what's blocking my shining. It makes it sound like The Shining, you know. So, tuck this out of the way. Okay, Queen of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles and Queen of Wands. Let's look at what's blocking my shining. Oh my goodness. Oh, I hate when I mess up my shuffle like that. I'm always so afraid I'm going to damage my deck because I have damaged decks. So, what's blocking my shining? What's blocking my shining? Well, there's the card. Let's pull this stuff back in. How did she end up upside down? Okay. I knew it. I caught a tiny glimpse. Okay. Temperance. This is one of my favorite cards in the whole ass deck. This card, this word, has made such a huge impact on me. My year with Temperance in 2020, was the first time I really felt and experienced what work with a word of the year could be like. And I'm feeling that with Surrender too. And it's profound. Temperance. What's blocking my shining? So again, this is feeling like it's reversed energy, even if it didn't come up reversed. I like putting them upright because they look so pretty. it very clearly something is out of balance. Like if the Temperance is in reverse, nothing is flowing in between the cups. It's just falling out. Everything's just falling out. There's a lack of flow. There's a lack of balance. There is a lack of cultivation, I want to say. Like a lack of cultivating the energy in my life and really looking at things. And now I want to point out, this is something I'm actively trying to work on, improve right this moment. Like this year, one of my big things is very obviously about, it's very obviously about look at where you're giving your energy and look at what things you're receiving. And like this year for me is very much about me peeling off a bunch of excess nonsense so I can get to the heart of fixing my life and putting it into more functional manner. So this is very clear what's blocking my shining. A lack of flow and a lack of balance. Okay, I think the last question is, where do I need to cultivate more balance? Okay. So we'll put my party right there. And we're looking at, where do I need to cultivate more balance? Let's do one more. There we go. Okay. Where do I need to cultivate more balance? Okay. 8 of Wands. So I would be remiss if I didn't point out right now that given how these cards are looking, this does also indicate that this is a big fucking deal. Like, we have a major, not just a major, but the major that stalks me. And we have court cards. The 8 of Wands is what we got here. That's very interesting. 8 of Wands. I just want to quickly add a little drawing here. That is a very uneven cup. There, that's nice. I just wanted to add some of the flowingness. Okay. 8 of Wands. Where do I need to cultivate more action? Well, I just gave it away. Where do I need to cultivate more balance? This, if nothing else is in the entire tarot, the Eight of Wands is the action card. It's not quite the same as it's not the same as the Chariot. It is very action. It's very movement. Like those wands streak across that sky. This kind of feels like what's popping into my head here is kind of like put your money where your mouth is. And I don't think, like, I'm just drawing some wands here as I think. Except I'm sort of not thinking now that I do it, but it's... It's... Oh my gosh. Where do I need to cultivate more balance? The Eight of Wands. I'm drawn to balance. And perhaps that's because I have a Libra moon. Perhaps that's because of all the oppositions in my chart. And an opposition in a chart, a birth chart, this is astrology talk again, is when you have planets that are opposing each other. They're in opposite spaces in the sky, like my sun and moon are. I spoke about this when I did my moon journal video, which was already linked up above in the cards, but also when I did my journal stack video, which I'll link up as well. I have this, like, I want things to be balanced. I always do, like doing this kind of thing in my drawings and stuff. It's very normal. I like to balance it. I like to, when I'm doing drawings, I like it to go on both sides. So if I drew on here, I would draw on this side next. Like I naturally want to balance things. And this temperance balancing energy is so embedded in my life and in my chart. This is the lesson I am here to learn, kind of a thing. Like, it's that big. I have 9 oppositions in my chart. It's a lot. Getting this Eight of Wands for where do I need to cultivate more balance. It feels like the action side, which makes a lot of sense, because if I was scales of thinking things through and doing the damn thing, it would be like this. I think all the things through to death all the time, but I'm worse at doing the damned thing. And it's something I'm actively working on. So this makes a lot of sense, albeit I was hoping, I don't know. I guess I was hoping for something maybe a bit new and exciting and shiny, because it's fucking boring doing the same thing all the time. So I guess maybe I was hoping for something a bit more, a new layer. And that's probably me trying to procrastinate things, because that's also what I do. Do you have anything for me, Tarot deck, on the action? I'm just going to note the Empress down here. That's interesting. Especially because it's a 3. The Empress card is another. These are all cards minus the Page of Pentacles. This is a new stalker. But this is a very important card to me. This is a hugely important card to me. This is a hugely important card to me. And again, I'm getting just the whole put your money where your mouth is kind of thing of like, actually do the things you say are important to you. Like, I really want to have a good, I really want to work on my relationship with my kiddo and my relationship with myself and my relationship with my partner, and all of these things. So it's like, actually fucking do it. Like, it's a classic case of, Rebecca, you say these are your priorities. Why aren't you giving them energy? Okay, so I just wrote, put your money where your mouth is and either give your priorities energy or admit they're not priorities. I'm going to just tuck these cards up out of the way and I'm just going to take this time to just finish up with beautifying the page, because I really like having details like that. And then I will, so I'm going to speed this part up, just decorate it a bit more, and then we'll show you the final result of our work here together. All right, well, there it is. There's the page we created together while you got to watch me get my ass absolutely handed to me by my tarot deck. Once again, I will have the walkthrough of this going live on my channel. I think that's a next week video. I don't know. I put videos up kind of whenever. But I do have a first impressions flip through going up. I'm sort of sorry that I ended up doing this first. I hope it doesn't bother you guys too much, because I needed to work with this deck. This deck, I think this is the deck that is, everyone's going to talk about as really shaking up the tarot world. This deck is just so spiritual. Like, I feel like this deck is how I communicate with higher beings, so deity, with my higher self, with my inner knowing, with all these kinds of things that I don't feel like I can access on my own. I use this deck every single day, and I love it. I've been using it in my moon journal a lot. Anyways, so I hope you had fun. Let me know if you liked this video down in the comments. I wasn't sure what to do for Friday's video, because I didn't want to do another tarot video. I wanted to do a journal video. And then I was like, you know what? This sounds like fun. And so I decided to do it, but I've never done a video like this. So let me know in the comments down below what you thought of it. Please do give this video a thumbs up to let me know you liked it. Plus, it really helps my channel. And subscribe while you're down there. Hit the bell notification, all that stuff. You can check out my description box where you will find the link for my Patreon account. The link for my Patreon page, the link for my Calendly, where you can book a reading with me. I do have a reading I've just recently designed that's going to be going live with this puppy. So there you go. Thinking. What else is down there? Oh, there's also my Facebook page where you can get all the updates as they come. And I think that's it. I don't fucking know. But check out the description box is kind of the point. And I will let you go here, and I will talk to you soon. Lots of love. Bye.